That's it. Now we are live on YouTube. Hello, people from YouTube. I'm Larissa, your hostess today. And here on Talk and Talk is a safe place to practice and develop your English. Uh, and that's it, guys. Today we're going to talk about having good conversation. So let me share with you the questions, okay? Can you see the questions, guys? Perfect, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Um, I will divide us in two small groups. Yeah, two is enough. Um, 1 minute. You can accept the invitation and don't forget to present yourself, okay? See you soon, guys. Okay. So I'm Larissa, as I said before. I'm 26 years old. I'm an architect. I work with landscaping. I've been here on Talk and Talk since the pandemic, but as hostess since July last year. And my free time, I like to play beach tennis and run in the streets, and of course, watching series and read some books. And that's it about me. What about you, Leticia?
So, hello guys. Good afternoon. My name is Leticia. I am 20 years old. I am at the college. I have been here in Talking Talk since April last year to practice my English. And in my free time, I like to go out to new places or only stay at home, studying, reading, and something like this. That's it.
Yeah, I'm like to stay at home doing nothing. It's the best moment for me. Thank you, Leticia. What about you, Mateus?
Hello, everyone. My name is Matheus. I live in Rio de Janeiro. I work in a data area on a company automobilistic. I like this area in technology. I'm 29 years old. I'm like learning English. I'm studying English that are 4 years old, but in the past, I'm not practicing during many times my conversation. And now, during the immersions in talking talk, I have these opportunities. I like this conversation in English, but in practice, my English. In my free time, I'm learning any books. I'm go to the beach and talk with my friends, and that's it.
Okay, so there's more people coming now. And JJ, what about you?
Hi everyone, My name is JJ. I'm living in São Paulo. I'm graduated in business administration. Um, I like to go out to run. I like to go to the gym. Um, I like to do many things. It's actually, but yeah, I think I guess. I prefer stay at home and doing nothing like you, Larissa. And yeah, this for a while, this is all.
Okay, thank you for sharing. Swelling, what about you?
Hello, my name is Helen. I'm 28. I live in a small city in Rio de Janeiro with my family. And I like to go out with my friends. I like do nothing. too. And sleep, eat a lot. And I think that's it.
Okay, thank you. And you, Elton?
Well, good afternoon, guys. I am a guy from São Paulo. I'm graduated in computer science. I am 31 years old. I have been working as a Python developer. What else? In my spare time, I like to do outdoor activities. I like to spend my free time away from the computer. I like to practice hiking, workout. Nowadays, I'm taking some swim classes. So yeah, I like to travel around and discover new places. So that's me, guys.
Okay, guys, thank you for sharing. So let's start with the question. Suelen, Elton, can you see the questions, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, perfect. So, do you like to talk about yourself? Do you think people like to talk about themselves? Let's hear from JJ.
I could say yeah, but it depends of the moment and depends of the person that I am talking to. So I say depend of the case or the situation. Yeah,
Okay,
and sorry, this the second part of the question.
okay.
I guess it's the same. The same what I think. I guess the people talk like to talk about themselves, but depends the person, depends of the moment and the confidence they have at that moment.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I think we need to be careful because we need to listen more and talk less, I guess, because it's could be a little bit dangerous,
Yeah,
thinking about
for sure,
ego.
for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
For
it's
this,
difficult,
for this, I said depends of the moment, depends of the person.
of
For this,
course.
you have more. If you feel more confident to talk about more about you, yeah. But depends of the moment, the situation can run
Yeah,
in different ways. So is this?
yeah, it's true. And you, Swelling, do you agree?
Yeah. Last year I do a new resolution for the new year. That don't talk about myself because I talk about me for everyone. So I I stopping to talk about my life. Um, for people não tem nada a ver. So that's it. But I think the most of people don't like to talk about themselves because for I don't know for people they don't know, no. So I think that's it.
Yeah, for me, it's a little bit difficult to talk about me because I forgot everything I like to do, and I don't know why, but it happens a lot. And yeah, that's it. And you, Elton, what do you think?
Well, nowadays, I believe so. When I need to introduce myself or tell about my background, I like to do that because all the time I am reflecting about my background, about uh, who I am. And yeah, I believe that each introducing, I can discover a new thing about me because I never stop to. I have a problem with my self-knowledge, and sometimes this question help me to think about me, about my past, about what I like to do, and this is a moment that I think about it. So in general, I like. I am a kind of person that in a conversation, I like to listen more than talk. So when I need to talk about it, I go there and I do it.
Yeah, the first step and the first exercise we need to do here on Talk and Talk is prepare a presentation about us and talk about ourselves. And yeah, it's important to know things about us, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Elton. So, Leticia, what about you?
So usually I don't talk a lot about myself, but about the things that I like, which is a way to talk about myself, but sincerely, I'm improving it since I start here in Talk and Talk, because in every conversation we need to presentate, introduce ourselves. So I'm trying to do it better. But as I said, usually I talk more about things that I like and not only about me.
Yeah, I remember in any interview, I guess, people asked me how to define me in 3 words. Oh my God, it's terrible. I'm terrible in doing this. I can't describe myself in 3 words. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
me
difficult.
too. A question that is hard to me is that question that you need to tell your weakness and strongest.
Oh my
And
God.
I have a very difficult time when I need to answer that.
Yeah, it's very difficult. So, Mateus, what about you?
I agree the answers, the questions. Uh, I like talking about me with my friends, with my family, when conversation with other people. There are some people that not talk about yourself. It's normally the some people. I think it depends the moments, depends the people, depends the situation. In my case, I like the talk about me, my activities, my job, how can I say, my qualifications. I think it depends on the people and situation about the people talk about yourself.
Yeah, and I like to discover new things about me, to say other things, because here on Talk and Talk every Saturday I need to present myself, and every time I forgot something about me, and I like to bring new things to say to us guys, and yeah, it's a hard exercise for me. So that's it about this question, guys. And Leticia, can you read the next question, please?
So are you a good listener? Do you actually care about what people say? So I consider myself a good listener. I try to be, because I think it's important um, to know more about other people and to develop to deeply connection with other people. So I think it's really important. And about care, what people say depends who are say, because some people have opinions who does make difference in my life. So I think it's important future how opinions will be important or not.
Yeah, and sometimes people just need a friend to talk, just to listen them, and yeah, it's difficult. So, Elton, what about you?
Yeah, I consider myself a good listener. I like to pay attention in the another parts in a conversation. So mainly oldish people. I think that I always have something to learn with them, and we can have a good exchange of ideas, of experience, and it's a good skill. You when you have to conversation is not just about how you say, but you need to listen well. You need to pay attention because this is part of a good talking, a good conversation. So, do you actually care about what people say? Yeah, I care about what people say because when you pay attention, you are into the context. So everything that you say uh, makes sense for the other part. So that's my opinion about it.
Yeah, and we are doing this right now. This is an exchange, right?
Yeah.
It's good to us, to all of the parts in this conversation. Thank you, Elton. And you, Mateus?
Yes, my case, I'm good at listening. I'm like talk the other people and observe I don't know the speak the uh see the people talk about the different things. I think it's important for a good communication. Do you listen to the people? Do you uh, pay attention about the people? I like the about the people say about the one thing about the one topic. In my case, for example, I talk to the people every day, and then I listen the people and observe the people and talk to the people. I think it's important when the people have a good listening about in your job, in your activities. It's important for have a good conversation and uh, to create a healthy relationship. I think it's important is when the people have a good listening.
Yeah, and create a great environment and
Yes,
a safe place to talk, right? And give our opinion about something.
it's
I agree with you,
necessary
Mateus.
for the relationship during the day. See, I think there are many people that don't talk about the other people, don't have a patience about the other people. I think it's necessary is when the people see the other people talk, you have a good listening for a good relationship.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you, Mateus. Thank you for sharing. And you, JJ, do you agree?
I guess it's good to be a great listen. Oh my God, listener, and because you have the opportunity to learn more about others, and you get more knowledge from them. So if you have this opportunity, you need to get to go to get there to get and. It depends of the person. It's a process that it's sometimes it's difficult. For example, for me, it's something that I had working for a long time to pay attention more in others and try to understand more others, to listen more others. So, but now, yes, I clearly have the facility to understand, to listen others because I have a bit more maturity and I'm not so excited because I guess I'm a bit electric, so I like to speak more a lot. But now I'm trying to ponderate my time and try to just speak the necessary and try to understand and listen to others. It depends the situation as all the time I'm saying this because if the person need to put more out, is suffering, so passing through a bad situation. Of course, the exist people that like to put out the bad things to feel better, and others need to stay more close. And so you need to understand this and have maturity to create a conversation that is cool for both sides.
Yeah, it's an exercise, right? Thank you for sharing, JJ. So, Mateus, can you read the next question, please?
Yes, Larissa.
Number
Number 4,
4.
yes. Okay. What's the importance of body language? Whoa, I think is necessary for the people helps communication, create empathy and connection, security or insecurity, interest or disinterest, respect the other people. I think is the one factor important for a good conversation, the body language, coherence or incoherence about things when the people talk about one topic. I think it's necessary for a good conversation. I think it's important when the people expression about your opinion in determinate situation, the body language, it's important for uh, passar a good impression yourself, uh, and how can I say, create empathy the other empathy, yes, empathy the other people when do you talk about this.
Yeah, is it more natural, right? And
Yes.
I'm always moving and use my hands to say something, and for me it's very important. It's part of who I am.
When I talk the people, I movements my hands every day during any minutes. And for when do you explain one example about things, I movements my hands every in during the any minutes. I think it's important the body language for communication, have a good communication.
Yeah, me too. And I'm always moving and use my hands to gesture. Yeah, that's it. And you, Leticia?
So I think body language has a big importance because before people talk to us, people will see us and see our expressions with our body. So I think it's really important. It's part of the communication. And for example, when we know someone for a long time, words become unnecessary in some situations. You only see, look to other people, and things are understanding, you know. So I think it's really important, and it's something that could be developed, but it's important that be a natural thing because some people treinam tanto e fica meio robotizado, eu acho.
Yeah. Sometimes in my office happen something awkward or strange, and I just look to my side, to my colleague, and we can't say any words, and we can understand what our I think. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, Leticia. JJ, what about you?
So I believe that the body communication, the body expressions, or the body language, it's our second way to complement our communication. So if you wanted to transfer the communication, the message, you need to complement with the hands or the face expressions. You go. And I believe that in some cultures, it's more common, like Italian, Brazilians, but in some Asian countries, it's a bit different, the expressions when they are talking. But for me, I believe that is something that complements our communication. For it's a way to have certain that have sure that the others understand what you say.
Yeah, thank you, JJ. And
Thank
you,
you.
Elton.
Well, I believe that the body language is essential while we are talking with our public because it can transmit more confidence and it helps us to show our ideas because sometimes our body language grab the attention and make the conversation more easier and I don't know, agradável, nicely. So yeah, it's essential in our activities because, like you said before, it can with the body language we can transmit ideas without even talking one word, and like DJ said, is a compliment in our talking or conversation, and it helps us a lot.
Yeah, it's true, Elton. Thank you for sharing. So the next question is, do you think a certain tone of voice could communicate something? Yeah, I think yes, and the intonation is important to say something. Yeah. Leticia, what do you think?
I agree totally because the way that we talk, we can transmit if I am angry or happy, for example. And I think it's important the intonation, as you say it, because it's a way to transmit our interest during the conversation. If I talk slow and I don't know, I can show that I don't know, I'm not so interested on the conversation. So I think it's really important, as the body language is another side of communication, you know.
Yeah, it's important to use these both things, and the body language and the certain tone of voice. And I remember in the beginning, in my process of learning English, it was very difficult to me to know how to say some phrase, some expression with a good tone of voice because could be more robotic, as you said before, Leticia. And yeah, now I'm learning. I think I'm doing I'm developing this. What about you, Elton?
Yeah, I believe so. Like body language, our voice tone is very important to our communication because you can use it gradually to give emphasis in some parts of our speech, and maybe this part will be the most important part of the speech, and help the people to grab the attention, to pay more attention of that part, and help us to have a clear communication. Uh, yeah, it's very important and make part of a good communication, because yeah, that's it, guys. That's it.
Okay, Elton, thank you for sharing. What do you think, DJ?
Mm. Yeah, it makes difference. If you have a good tone of voice, and your communication have a transfer more confidence, and if you are nervous or shy, the communication, your voice change a bit. So when you're transferring the message, the receptor couldn't understand what you're saying, or not, or to understand what you say, but not feel the confidence, not feel the true in the communication. So make so it's a good thing for work, and we need to pay attention in our tone of voice when I oh my God, I forgot this word, communicating with others, because the message needs to be clear, and transfer the message for others without problem.
Yeah, it's a good strategy, right? Thank you, DJ.
Thank you.
And you, Mateus, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree with the answers about the the people. I think is the transmitting feelings and intentions in the communicate act. It's important when when do you talk to other people. For example, when the people talk, it's very tall. For example, uh, it can uh, see one impressions aggressive for the people. I think when the people, I don't know in English, equilibrar the tone of voice during the conversation, it's good for passar on a good impression, one idea, for example. It's necessary pay attention about this when you talk to the other people for evitar confusions and I don't know in English, mal entendidos during the conversation. I think is have a good attentions when you talk to the other people. It's necessary.
Yeah, because sometimes another person could understand us badly or
Yes.
in a wrong way, and yeah, it's dangerous. Thank you, Mateus. So the next question is difficult to me, especially when I don't feel comfortable in this in some with some people or this situation. So JJ, can you read the next question, please?
Sure. The number 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you usually try to avoid awkward silence? What do you do to get better in this situation? So, oh my God, it's so bad, this situation. I guess no one deserves to pass through this situation. But if I face with a situation like this, I'm so clear. I'm so honest with my feelings, and I say to others what I'm thinking and what I feel, what I think about the silence, because I guess the silence in a situation that you are talking with others in group, it's um bad behavior, I guess. And so I am clear with others and I'm say what I'm feeling. And but in the other side, I never stay in the silence just uh, with in a conversation with others, because I guess it's a point of education. You need to share with your others if you are in the group. But if you don't have any thought to talk to express, to share, you need to say, to be clear that you don't know about that, and it's okay. But I guess you need to be clear about your feelings and about others if you others not answer your question, for example, because it's not good, and you deserve respect.
Yeah, it's a great good strategy because I can't talk about this. I can't say what I'm feeling because yeah, it's difficult to me say, oh, I don't feel comfortable with this situation or in this conversation. I'm never ever talk about this, and it's good for you, JJ. I think I'm trying
Thank you.
to do more of this. It's
Yeah,
better.
it's a good way.
Thank you. What do you think, Elton?
Yeah, I usually try to avoid awkward silences. When it happens, I try to bring a new subject or even talk about something that we have in common. And yeah, because the conversation needs to have uma conversa fluida, and the subjects deve come from the both parties. And if it happens, the better way to find a new subject, a new thing to comment, or I don't know, change the context, or oh, let's sit down there. Oh, you need to improvise in this situation and be flexible.
Yeah, it's great to introduce a new subject, and sometimes we need to know the moment the conversation ends, because every conversation have the has the end, and
Uh, it's hard when you feel that the conversation ends, but the other party uh, don't not feel the same thing, and you try to avoid her, but he's talking yet. But in this kind of situation, I have a difficult to finish the conversation. I feel that we haven't anything more to talk, but the people are there talking and talking. It's a hard situation for me.
yeah, it's an awkward situation when I say, oh, I have to go, bye bye, see you in another moment, and people
She
continue to talk. It's hard. So, Mateus, what about you?
Yes, I agree. In my case, I try my best to avoid that. Depending on the situation, I talk about other things so that doesn't get too quiet and no one talks. And when I talk to other people and I see the situation, I mean, talk about the other things. I mean, how can I say? Talk to other people, the different questions. I think is the quiet's not good when you talk to other people. Yes, fica, vamos dizer assim, um buraco no meio da conversa. It's not so good, this. And when I stay the situation, I mean, talk the other things, the other questions, uh, because the quiet's not good during the conversation, I think.
Yeah, it's great, and it's a good strategy to make questions and keep the conversation fluently. I don't know if I'm right with this word, but okay. So, Leticia, what about you?
So when I'm talking to other people, I try to guide the conversation as natural as possible. So I'm not always try to avoid it because it's natural. But I think, for example, when we are learning English, it's common we forgot some word and it can be a awkward silence. So it's an opportunity to think in alternatives, in other words, to express what you want. So I think it's some in some situations it's strange, but in some situations it's an opportunity to think in alternatives and to develop our skill of communication, even in Portuguese.
Yeah. You are the best, guys. You deal with this situation very well, better than me. So, okay, Elton, can you read the next question, please?
Yeah. Question number 6. Do you usually, oh, sorry, number
Number
7.
7, yeah.
Do you talk in English? Is understanding much more important than speaking? Well, yeah, I believe so. Like a question that we answered before. You need to pay attention to understand the subject, the other party's opinion, to know what you need to say, because there we are having an exchange of ideas, of experience, or something like that. So we need to stay into the context and say things, current things that make sense. So for me, it's very important understand the other's party.
Yeah, and according to learning English, I think it's normal to understand first than speaking.
Yeah.
And it's natural, right? Thank you, Elton. Mateus, what about you?
Yes, I agree with the question. When the people understand the context, the topic, the task, when the people talk, it facilitates the people talk about your opinion. For example, when I read one test in English, for example, I may understand more the context, the test, the when it talks, watch the things about this, the situation. It's helping me when I talk my opinion about the test, about the one topics. When the people understands more, the speaking is good, it's good, but understand the context, the text, the talks, the question. It's facility when the people talk your opinion about this. I think that's it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's difficult to know or to understand 100% of the words in a conversation, and I get some things just with the context, and the context is very important. Thank you, Mateus. Leticia, what about you?
So I agree with you guys. I think understanding is the first step in a communication, but I consider both important because speaking is a way to show if you are understanding or not. So, and to show your opinion, to continue the conversation. But I agree that understand is the first, because you need to know what are the subject, and that it.
Yeah, it's important to share our ideas and our opinions and to participate in the conversation, not just listen. Thank you, Leticia. And you, DJ? DJ,
Okay.
are you there? Okay.
It's muted. So, I guess understanding is more important because if you don't understand what others are talking, you are not able to complement with your answers. You know, if you need to understand what is the subject, what you need to understand about what what about is the conversation to answer the questions to share your ideas. If you don't understand, you can't you are not able to increment in the conversation.
Okay, thank you, DJ.
Thank you.
So we don't have too much time. So let's go to the question number 9. Do you care about your accent? Uh, I'm care. I think I care more in the past because yeah, I think it's normal to people judge us about our English, but now I'm care less because the accent I think I'm always have this Brazilian accent and it's part of who I am. So that's it. What do you think, Mateus?
Yes, I like this conversation for me, for my career. The English for me is very, very important. The the business, the relationship, the talk, the other people. And this during the week, these immersions for me it's very important. The moments, the talk about one topic, the other people see the opinion of the people about the one topics. For me, it's very satisfactory during the week participate in these immersions. And I'm like this conversation today.
Yeah, and we can see our developing in English, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Mateus. So, Welton, what do you think?
Well, I don't care about my accent. I give it more the right importance to be clear and have a better pronunciation as possible. I give more importance to that. And because I believe that accent is something that come from our culture. And if you go to the work market, you will deal with a lot of kinds of accents from a lot of countries. And the most important is you make yourself understandable and know how express yourself, how transmit your ideas, and we have a good conversation. This is my opinion about it.
Yeah, thank you, Elton. So what do you think, Leticia?
So I agree with you, Larissa. I think in the past I was more worried about my accent, but now I realized that the important thing is the communication. If I am understand you and you are understand me, it's okay. And I always think that when we see American um, talking wrong Portuguese, we don't find problems. So I think it's the same with us because English is not our mother language. So the importance is learning and develop. The accent is only a thing.
Yeah. And we think when I see some gringo try to speak Portuguese and we think that's beautiful and oh, he's cool. And in the opposite is wrong. It's not make sense for me. Thank you, Leticia. So, JJ, what do you think?
So it's interesting this because I guess I already live it abroad. So the foreign or the people of the other country that I lived it's not judge me about my accent like Brazilians making with the gringos when they are arrived in Brazil and they start to talk in Portuguese, but it's not so pretty. But uh, I guess the Brazilians are more make more judgment about ourselves than the others. So you just looking at the face of the people when you are talking different of their accent because in Brazil, for example, we have five regions that speak different accents, and when you start to talk in Portuguese, for example, the people are oh my God, I can't understand, but you understand, guys. So sorry. So in English is the same. I guess we don't have to be shy about our mistakes because mistakes make more we make we more strong and more confident when you start to talk because the mistake you make a mistake and after you can to be more clear and it's all working. You can improve your pronunciation because I guess the pronunciation, the accent not you can't we can't change your accent, but the pronunciation you can improve, of course, because you don't will yeah, we read in English like you read in Portuguese because it's not the same. It's different language, of course. But for this, you need to improve the pronunciation. You don't need to uh, start to talk with a American or British guy, and you guess that the person will understand you. You talk in English like in Brazilian. Because you don't need to mix the pronunciation with accent. Accent and pronunciation are different things. So you need to be alert about this.
Yeah. I'm always be a Brazilian. I'm not an American or a British, right? And I think we can learn with our mistakes, and it's important too. So that's it for today, guys. How was the conversation? Heidi, Alessa, tell
Was
me.
good, very good, good topic, good conversation. I was with Alessa, Juliani, and Gabriel. We enjoyed the time. Congrats for the immersion, Larissa. So good.
Thank you, and thank you for coming today. And you, Alessa.
Yes, I agree with the Hey there. It's a good topic, and we talk a lot, so I can learn to this topic, so it's very good.
And thank you, Alyssa. So we don't have time, and I'm sharing with you the link of survey, okay? Don't forget to answer. And see you soon, guys. Bye bye.